I recently traveled to Tanzania and I applied for my visa myself. Before you go to Tanzania, before you travel to Tanzania, you have to have a visa. Either you have a visa on arrival or an e-visa, just as in my case. So if you are on visa on arrival, you get the visa form to be filled at the airport. While on our end, which is the referral visa, we have to get online to apply for visa and wait for the 7 days, 7 to 10 days waiting period to actually get your visa approved. So in this video, I'll tell you the requirements you need to apply for Tanzanian visa and how you get to apply for the visa. I'll also tell you the mistakes I made when I was applying for my Tanzania visa so that you can avoid those mistakes. Also, lastly, I'll also tell you the myths about Tanzanian visa. Like I've heard people say Tanzanian visa is very difficult to get. It's if you don't have somebody referring you, you cannot get it. That is not entirely true. So all these things you get in this video. So just stay back with me and enjoy. There are two ways you can apply for your Tanzanian visa. You can apply either on the official Tanzanian website or you can apply on the Zanzibar website, whichever which is still valid depending on your point of entry. Whether you're coming through Zanzibar or you're coming through Asylum, your visa is approved. You can visit the visa.immigration.co.tz to start your application process. Just like every other visa application, there are the important documents that you need when applying for Tanzania visa. One is your international passport. The international passport should have at least 6 months validity on it, with at least 2 blank pages to be able to be stamped in and stamped out. Secondly, it's your yellow fever. Though this is not asked when applying for your visa, it is very important to have a yellow fever, especially if you're an African or traveling through an African country. Yellow fever is very important. However, if you don't have it, you can actually get it at the airport, like before you get to immigration. Yes. So the third part of it is your passport photograph. You need a passport photograph for applying for your visa. Another major requirements you need is your bookings, your flight bookings, and your hotel accommodation. These are very important. Although it's important, it doesn't mean that you have to pay ahead of your booking before your visa is approved. See, there is something called reserve booking, even on flight bookings or even your hotel bookings, like you book on reserve, you book on hold, and then you only get to pay when your visa is approved. Or it is important to have a flight booking from your country from the country you're coming from to Tanzania, or a flight back to ensure that you are going to leave the country at the stipulated time that you stated, and a hotel booking to show that you actually have a place to stay while in Tanzania. These are very important documents. So the requirements you need for your Tanzanian visa is your international passport, the passport photograph, the flight booking, hotel accommodation booking, and your yellow fever card. The visa fee. You need to pay a visa fee when applying for your Tanzanian visa, and this fee varies depending on the type of visa you're applying for. It costs between $50 to $90 depending on the visa you're applying for. Next, we talk about some of the mistakes that people make when applying for visa. Any conflicting words or any conflicting figures that you find out is lead to automatic rejection for your visa. So make sure that every information that you put out there is accurate. For every data that you put out there is actually factual. This actually happened to my partner, and his visa was rejected. So I want to bring it out to the open here. See, if you're applying for if you're applying for your visa through the official Tanzanian website, please, your hotel booking should be within Dar es Salaam, which is your point of entry. If you're booking yours through Zanzibar, your hotel bookings should be within Zanzibar. You don't expect to book through Zanzibar and your hotel accommodation will be in Dar es Salaam. That means if you're coming into Zanzibar, you don't really have an accommodation to stay there, which will lead to automatic disqualification, like automatic rejection. So when you are planning your visa, make sure that things are in accordance. If you are going to Jerusalem, all your bookings should be in Jerusalem. Even if you have plans of going to Tanzania or Zanzibar or going to Kilimanjaro or going to Maza or going to Arusha, all those things. For your point of entry, even for the first 2 nights or first night that you land, you should have an accommodation, the location of your entry. So that is the mistake that you should look out for when applying for Tanzanian visa. Information change and they update some of the things on the website. So it's important to read the terms and conditions before applying for visa. You never can tell when things have changed and you didn't really get to see because you jumps or skips terms and conditions. So that is what about the mistakes that you have to avoid when applying for visa. See, before I start applying for Tanzania visa, like I lost all hope because people are like, you need a referral from the country, you need someone from inside the country to refer you. Without that referral, they can't accept you, you can't do this. So I was skeptical when I was applying for the visa actually. Like I was holding on to 50% chance. But here is the thing. Even the referral, it doesn't mean that you actually have to know somebody in the country before you apply for the visa. Referral can be a tour guide that you planned, or any of your itineraries that you planned, or even your hotel booking can serve as a referral. So you just get something from the country to show that you're actually coming here for a purpose. You understand? You don't need to have a citizen, or you don't need to have somebody from inside the country to refer you. That's my own opinion. That's how I applied for mine. I didn't have anybody from the country that stood in for me. I just used some of the tour guides that I have already planned ahead. So that is the myth about Tanzanian visa. It is very easy to get if you follow the procedure, follow the due steps. It is very easy, and please also keep to the waiting time. It's within 7 to 10 days waiting time period. And after the 10 days and you do not get a response, it is best to email them on the website to find out what the reason is. Now that you know what to expect when applying for Tanzanian visa, accepted into the country and have a marvelous and wonderful adventure exploring Tanzania. Thank you very much for staying up to the end of this video. Bye.